We become impersonal. Like you go and meet so-and-so there, meet go and so-and-so there, pay the fees there, come back and do it. Everything is done in a mechanical way. If corporatization means mechanical thing, I'm not for it. It has to be more personal because teaching is a transformation business. It's not just a business. Threat to autonomy of national education systems and globalization. What is happening to our Indian national education today? Today, the world is so small, I can download the syllabus of Stanford, Princeton, Harvard here. I can get it. But thing is many a times we use the unassimilated thing here into the classroom. What is good in Harvard may not be good for you. You have to change the context. Design the way you want it in your country, in your place. Do you think India has something to offer? Indian culture, heritage is losing track in the schools now? Because in the guise of becoming globalized, I want to relate myself to some other country. I have been teaching in several universities in the US, including the best one you call. But I see they look at India. They look at India as something beautiful. But we are missing that. Many schools have no time for that. Therefore, my feeling is, my friends, autonomy of national education systems are disappearing because of globalization. As an academic leader, you should be really concerned about it. How do I bring in that? Today, don't you think your students' culture has changed in the classrooms? The demands are different. Look at your own annual day programs. What was 10 years ago and what is today? You find the contrasting difference now. The approach is different. I have no problem. I have no problem if my students like Michael Jackson. But if they don't know Pandit Jasraj and Bhimsen Joshi, I feel bad about it. You understand what I'm trying to say? I have no problem. If they learn something else, Bill Gates, they know wonderful. I have no problem at all. If they forget Narayan Murthy, I feel bad about it. Thing is this, I should try to whisper into the stars, but I should be grounded firmly on the feet, on the earth itself. I can't ignore earth and we try to whisper into the stars. Remember, this is my worry for recent times now. When I go to school, suddenly they say, our dance programs. Sometimes I feel terribly sad. I refuse to go to annual days now. When I go to annual day, again 50 boys and girls will go on the stage and do the mass PT, which is called as a dance program. It's a physical activity. They're dancing around and copy the cinema song and do it. I feel sad. Why are you making your children imitate somebody? Imitation is a crime. Imitation is a crime against creativity. I learned this very sharply from one greatest master. I'll take 2 minutes and explain that. I can't stop myself. When I was in the college, I had a friend of mine called Suresh Gaitonde, a Maharashtrian boy. He would sing exactly like Kishore Kumar. Those were the days people loved to sing like Kishore Kumar. Every college program we had Suresh Gaitonde's songs. When we were in final year degree, our principal said, this year we are going to have a special guest for annual day. Who is that? Kishore Kumar is coming as a guest. Kishore Kumar, because Leena Chandavarkar, how many of you heard of him? No. She was a heroine and he married Kishore Kumar later on. She was my classmate from first standard in Harvard. I never thought this girl would be heroine any time. But very nice girl. She became her brother was a good musician. He was a smarter boy. He became a musician, joined R.D. Burman group. That's how it happened. My principal used that contact and got Kishore Kumar to our college. All of us were very happy, but Suresh was more happy. Because for Suresh, Kishore Kumar was God. When he found his God is coming in flesh and blood, he was so happy. But he had one desire. You can guess the desire. He wanted to have a chance of singing before the master. He went and requested the principal. Principals are principals. He refused him first. Went on chasing finally. He said, come on the proper dress, proper hairstyle. And sing 2 songs only. And don't sing these odd songs, good song. He was willing to accept any sacrifice for opportunity. He was given the chance. And you can visualize the day came and on the stage we had the management and the principal and Kishore Kumar sitting there. And the compere announced the Suresh should go and sing 2 songs. He sang so well that if there were to be a curtain in the front, nobody would have made out whether Kishore was singing or Suresh was singing. He sang so well. He came down and sat amongst us and asked, how was it? We all said, great. He really sang well. He was sitting on the edge of the chair and waiting to know what would Kishore say about him. One word of appreciation would taken this fellow to cloud 9. Kishore, with the flamboyant style, came to the mic and looked at him and said, Beta, gala acha hai. Your voice is good. The fellow grinned from ear to ear. But the next sentence destroyed him. He said, but you wasted your life. We felt bad. He sang so well and Kishore can't say a word of appreciation. I thought Kishore is jealous of this boy. We thought so. But Kishore explained beautifully and said, son, don't feel bad when I told you you're wasting your life. Even if you sing like this for next 20 years, do you know what people are going to say? They say, you sing like Kishore Kumar, but you'll never become Kishore Kumar yourself. The moment you start imitating anybody, you kill your creativity inside. He gave the example of Mukesh. When Mukesh came to sing in the film world, he started imitating K.L. Saigal completely. Dil jalta hai to jalne de, first song you can say. Typical K.L. Saigal mode. Saigal called him and said, Beta, if you want to be successful in film world, don't imitate me. Sing in your own way. And Mukesh started singing in his own typical way and became an immortal singer. He told us, of course his opinion, not my opinion. He said, government offices are the most uncreative segments of human life. Even in government offices, you want to get your driving license or whatever you want, you have to give an application. Do they take the carbon copy or the original? They say, keep the copy with you, give us the original. He said, if the government offices do not accept carbon copies, do you think life accepts carbon copies? Life has no place for carbon copies. Originals. So therefore, if you have to create originals, my friends, please concentrate on Indian educational system. There is so much India can offer and world wants it. Let's not lose it. And third and most important, delocalization. This is a major concern for me. I've written a major article on delocalization itself. What is delocalization? Earlier, when in my time, we're old timers, we used to go out of India only for our postdoctoral work or mass PhD program. Today, children go soon after a 10th and 12th standard examination. Why in India, I've seen children go for first standard to some residential school far away from their place. When I was the principal of a residential school here in Bengaluru, I used to get children from Bidar, Gulbarga, Raichur. I said, why are you coming here for 4th standard? No, sir, international school. I said, okay, but learn your culture first. And the boy came from Bijapur, stayed with me for 6 months. And they saw the cap, mask and gloves and the stewards used to serve the food there. He went and told his mother back in the midterm exam, vacations, and told his mother, don't make rotis with bare hands. Wear gloves and do it. And use spatula. What happened finally was, he learnt about Ray-Ban glasses and Adidas shoes. I don't know how much of subject he learnt. Neither he belonged to Bijapur, nor he belonged to Bangalore finally. He was hanging somewhere in between. Delocalization means uprooting the child from its culture. Therefore, please see whether that is playing an important role in our life as a teacher, as an educator. And finally, last one is branding and learning to be consumers. That's the saddest part in education today. We are becoming consumers. If my students are getting admission in a good college, I am successful. And engineering college say 100% placement, we are very successful. Are we producers for requirement of industry? You produce some genius. We are all producing employees. We are not producing employers. Is it not right? We create a mindset. If you do that, you are successful. Your life is done. If you have a campus interview, you get a job in Infosys, your life is done. Arey Baba, can't you create an Infosys? Is it not right? When are we giving the chance for them? We are willing to be consumers but not becoming producers. Can we put that heart? Academic leaders, we have a tremendous responsibility on that. And I just mentioned, you all have this, simply I'm mentioning it. 5 things we require as top-class academicians. One is effective communication. I know you are all excellent, but majority of the principals I meet suffer from this terribly. When they communicate something to the teachers say, this is what she said, is it? Not clear. Therefore, your communication has to be absolutely clear and unambiguous. I have a small video here you can see.
Everyone.
I'll avoid this. It's a Michelle Obama speech. Fantastic. One of the best speech I heard.
28
This is
vacuums
good.
a week. That's a lot of
Some
vacuums
people
to
are
sell.
specialists in
And you only have
miscommunication.
7 salesmen?
Certainly.
That means they got to sell 13 vacuums apiece.
You're right. 13 vacuum cleaners apiece?
Yes, sir.
What are you talking about? 7 times 13 is not 28.
Yes, it is.
7 times 4 is 28.
Mr. Chandler, 7 times 13 is 28.
7 times 4 is 28. Did you ever go to school, stupid?
Yes, sir. And I come out the same way.
Come here, man.
He convinces so beautifully on the wrong
You
thing.
claim that 7 goes into 28 13 times?
That's right.
Go ahead. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
There's the board. Well, go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
Mr. Chandler, I'm going to prove it.
Go ahead.
Now, you got 7 salesmen.
That's right.
Okay. There's a 7.
Where is it?
Right there.
All right.
Now, you got 28 vacuums a week you got to sell.
That's right.
I'm going to divide. There's your 28 vacuums.
Now, wait, you claim that 7 goes into 28 13 times?
First he goes to
right.
division.
Show me.
7 into 2. 7 will go into 2.
Certainly not.
So I got to take the 2 from there and put it down here. Right over there.
Put it down there.
Yeah, I'm going to use that after a while. That's a cute little 2.
Yeah.
Now, 7 to 8?
Once.
Once. Now, I'm going to carry the 7 from here and put it under the 8. 7 from 8?
One.
A minute ago, I didn't use that little 2.
What are you going to do?
I got to use that 2 now. I'm going to take it from there, and I'm going to put it right there.
Uh-huh.
Now, 7 into 21?
3 times.
That's correct. 7 into 28, 13.
Oh, no, nothing of the kind. What kind of figures are these? Just a minute.
It's got to come out right.
We'll multiply this. Go ahead.
Multiply it?
Put down 13.
Okay, 13.
That's right. And 7 salesmen, put that down.
7 sales.
No
You
multiplication.
claim that 7 times 13 amounts to what?
28.
Prove that.
7 times 3?
21.
7 times 1?
7.
7 and 1?
8.
And a 2.
20.
28.
Now, wait a minute. How do you figure, boy? You
figure good.
No, you can't do
That's
that.
right.
No, nothing of the kind. We'll add this up.
Adam?
Put down 13 7 times.
Okay.
It's 1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4,
4,
5, 6,
6,
7.
7.
Now, wait a minute. You claim that all that added up amounts to what?
28.
If it does, you've got a job.
Thank you. 3.
Oh,
6.
no, wait a minute. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
You're hired.
This is also communication. Therefore, we should be guarded against such kind of communication which can confuse us a lot. Third is this is ability to be creative. Don't repeat what you have done previously. Can we do it differently every time? When as a leader, you present new ideas and new thoughts and new suggestions to your people, 2 things will happen. The school becomes so beautiful. It is a bouquet of experiences now. And you gain respect from everybody that you have a solution shop. You can give every solution. And this is most important, my friends. As a leader, how successful I am is measured by the trust my colleagues have in you. If the colleagues have complete trust in you, they say, many a times the teachers would tell you, ma'am, I didn't want to do, but I couldn't say no to you, therefore I did it. There's a certificate for you. If people can trust you totally, Kenneth Powell, the Army Chief of US, in a very candid interview, just about 1 minute interview, watch it.
My name is Amy Wilkinson. I'm a White House Fellow. My question is how you would define the key characteristics of effective leadership that allow you to go and be an advocate for good.
Trust. The longer I have been in public service and the more people have asked me about leadership over the years, leadership ultimately comes down to creating conditions of trust within an organization. Good leaders are people who are trusted by followers. Leaders take organizations past the level that the science of management says is possible. One of my sergeants back in the infantry school at Fort Benning almost 50 years ago, which is where I learned everything I ever got to learn about leadership, was at the infantry school. And he said to me one day, he said, "Lieutenant, you'll know you're a good leader when people follow you, if only out of curiosity." I've never had a better definition. Because what he was saying, and I've seen it experienced in my life so many times.
Next sentence,
What he
please
was
listen
saying
very
is
carefully what a
trust.
leader can do.
And you have built up that trust. How did you do it? Clear mission and statement. Selfless service. People look to you and they trust you because you're serving selflessly as the leader, not self-serving, selflessly. And that you prepare the followers. You train them. You give them what they need to get the job done. Don't give them a job if you're not going to give them the resources. And that you're prepared to take the risks with them. And so they would teach us at the infantry school, no matter how cold it is, Lieutenant, you must never look cold. No matter hungry you all are, Lieutenant, you must never appear hungry. No matter how terrified you are, Lieutenant, you must never look terrified. Because if you are scared, terrified, hungry, and cold, they will be scared, terrified, hungry, and cold. I've gotten away with that many, many times in the course of my career by being scared to death, cold, and wanting to go to sleep. But no, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go around this corner, if only out of curiosity. And they'll follow you into the darkest night, down the deepest valley, up the highest hill, if they trust you. So the essence of leadership is about doing all that the science of management says you can with resources, but then taking it that extra step and giving it that spark And that spark comes from getting people to trust you so that they will follow you, if only out of curiosity. Thank you.
So if you are cold, you are hungry, you are tired, exhausted, you should not look cold, not look tired, look exhausted and tired. Being a role model is the biggest challenge. I tell my friends, you should come to the school punctually. But I don't go to the school on time. Remember, my friends, values are not taught. Values are demonstrated. I have done that. Madam Shanti will feel bored if I do that. Can I do that exercise again? Shall we do a small exercise? I'm very fond of doing it. 30 seconds. Keep your right hand free. Very simple exercise. I'll do that. Keep your right hand free and please do exactly as I say. Please do only as I say. Raise your right hand. Fold your fingers into a fist. Slowly bring your hand forward. Stretch your forefinger. Only forefinger. And very quickly keep it on the left cheek. Please see where you kept your finger. And you know what is cheek and what is chin. Since I am there on the stage, I could see 3 reactions. Quite a few people kept here and did not bother about it. Some people moved the finger. He said, this fellow says cheek but keeps here. If he is keeping, why should I bother? They kept the finger here. And third category, smart people, kept the finger here and moved it onto the cheek later on. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. People, please remember, your friends, your colleagues, your students will not do what you say. They will always do what you do. Therefore, doing is a value, saying is not a value. I cheated you just now. Shall we do another exercise? Remember, I cheated you just now. Keep both the hands ready now. Ready to clap. Ready to clap. When you should clap only when I say 5. But I want instant synchronized clapping. Not pat, pat, pat like that. Can we have one rehearsal? I'll only say 5 now. We'll have one rehearsal. Okay? 5. Still not synchronized. Once again. Keep ready. 5. This kind of clap I want. All right? Don't clap till I say 5. Keep your hand ready now. But you're all intelligent people. You ask the neighbor, did he say 5? And then clap. It's not okay. You should be listening to me. The moment I say 5, the clap should come. Keep your hand ready. 1. Doesn't matter. No problem. We'll do again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4. I never said 5, but the claps came. My friend, this is most important. You will not find in any textbook. First one is called a true value. What is true value? Your followers will not follow what you say. They will always follow what you do. Is the true value. Second one is called anticipatory value. These are more crucial and more difficult for a leader. That means people anticipate certain behavior from you. That means you can't think of yourself. You are already in a frame. People expect you to do like this. People expect a principal should be like this. People want a leader should be like this. Therefore, you have no option but to live to that. That's called anticipatory value. If I am not fit in that, I don't fit into the scheme of things. People say, oh, this principle is not okay. Even before you start functioning, they start saying you're not okay. Because people have perceptions. You should first understand what people expect from you, then try to change their opinion if their thinking is wrong. Or if thinking is right, accept it. Therefore, my friends, being a role model is a difficult job. I'll avoid this film. Managing change. Don't wait for things to happen. Plan what would happen in next 10 years, 5 years. If you do what you are expected to do today, you are a manager. If you plan what could happen in the next 10 years, 15 years, you are a visionary. You become a visionary is a more important thing for me because you are the presiding deity for an institution. You are sitting on the destiny of an institution. Therefore, you can't think of today and tomorrow. You should think of the next 5 years and 10 years. Then you become a great change manager of changes. I think I'll stop this. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I request you to kindly be on stage. I also request Ms. Maithili G. Nirwan to come up on stage. I request Mr. Ajit Paramacharya to felicitate Mr. Guru Raj.
All
Well, let me first of all, before facilitating, I just would like all of you to give him a standing ovation. Stand up and give a standing ovation. He deserves it. This is a kind of principal, this is a kind of academician. This country needs it. Give a big clap. Remember 4-4. Remember 4-4.
I request Ms. Maithili G. Nirwan to come up on stage.